In the Wiregrass portion of the state of Alabama Veterans Memorial Stadium in Troy, little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the South Alabama Jaguars and the Troy Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Coach Applewhite told me before the game, one of the things he has reiterated to his offensive coordinator is he wants his quarterback to break that school record for passing touchdowns in a season. Now, obviously, they are going to have a balanced game plan. When they're in the red zone, they're going to take the best play available, but it is in the back of their mind. They want their quarterback to go down in history, and they have a big opportunity to do that here today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So South Alabama's offense to go on the attack first. Redemption might be on their mind as they took a whipping the last time these two squared off.
They sure did, Reese, and their best players made a lot of mistakes the last time out, especially on offense. David, it's really important in this one. The stars have to play like stars. They got to stat it up, and they got to start fast.
And they got to remember what happened. They got to remember the celebration, the on-field antics, the social media, all of it that came with it. The embarrassment of last time. So, yes, your big players, they got to play big, especially in these rivalry games.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Malone. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. To the air. It's Welch. Oh, pressure's coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. Lead and 4th down's coming. The Jaguars line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Looks it in. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Trojans offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on the, he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Look out! And he never had a chance.
And this is going to be the matchup. Offense all game long, containing the QB speed because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The Jaguars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Welsh. Turns it upfield. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Works the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Sells the run, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And that last play will make this 3rd down even more difficult. They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Rodgers. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Jaguars send out the punt unit. He ought to get a little help on this one with that strong wind at his back. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
Hits the hole, it's Griffin. Gives him a little breathing room, picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Right back to the well. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making the adjustment. Going to the running game. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here comes the heat. Now looking to throw back to the middle. Fires and picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's going to be a tough throw for the quarterback to make, right? He's right-handed, he's rolling to his left, and that throw is going way down the field. So he's not going to be able to get all the velocity he wants. And he didn't have the accuracy either, and that's a bad combination, and that's a big part of why that ball was intercepted.
Play action on first down. Had to throw it before he wanted. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking for a man. It's Welch. Slings it downfield. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
The QB had all day to throw the football. That's the good news. The bad news is he couldn't find anybody open and couldn't deliver the ball to him. So let's see if they can get some chemistry going with the wide receiver and quarterback throughout this game.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Pulled and finds his man on the left. On the move at the 30. Turning it on. He's at the 30. He's at the all the way. Touchdown Trojans. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Complete to start this drive. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Long way to go on second down. Looking to throw, it's Welsh. That's caught. It's Matthews. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that
On
one.
third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Jaguars decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Going to field this one in tight quarters. He's got great speed. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Motion from the wide receiver. Snags a quick pass on the left. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down. on 1st and 10 from the 38. On the move. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Lewis. Out wide right, it's Burgess. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. And the returner is stopped. South Alabama appears ready to start things on offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Headed outside, it's Malone. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Back to pass, it's Welch. Under pressure. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The Jaguars will try to pin them back with the punt. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Searching for space. He's going to get loose. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Straight ahead, it's Burgess. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The run inside, it's Burgess. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Trojans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing, Lewis. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Keeps it himself. He'll pitch it. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Here we go, ready. Go.
Trying to get the corner. Now the pitch. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Good right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll bring it out to the 33-yard line, and that's where he stopped, and that's where they'll put it in play. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific 2nd half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with Oregon, taking on the number 5 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Ducks coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that's 4 straight on the season for this team as they continue what is now a nice little streak. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football. Now over to your game inside Veterans Memorial Stadium. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the 1st half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Jaguars will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
I caught up with the Jaguars head coach at halftime. This team has found some positives with their 3-game winning streak, but right now they haven't done their job on defense. They get an opportunity now to change that, grab some momentum. We'll see how this goes to start the 3rd quarter. I'll keep you posted on how things develop on the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Lewis to throw. They'll run the screen. Sweet cut there. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
On the gun on third down, Lewis. Got his man. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And the Trojans will punt it away on fourth down. Looking for room. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Jaguars offense ready to start this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Fires it incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They'll run it. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The Jaguars headed quickly to the line. Back to pass, it's Welsh. Rushes on. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And here comes the punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the fifth kick of the night. Fields the punt. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
Hey, whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
They'll ride him again. Bring him down.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
They need a huge play on third and long. On the gun on third down, Lewis. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, it's Nicholson. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll move the tight end. They'll go to the counter. He's got enough. Could be an alley. He's at the end of the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's
upstairs to make the catch. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, South Alabama. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You cannot say enough about this quarterback's toughness on that one. Staring downfield, knowing he's going to get absolutely blasted by the defender, and still somehow able to deliver an accurate throw way down the field. It just does not get any better than that from the quarterback position.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Set to kick it away.
Looking for blockers. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. And there he goes. He won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's White. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
And he almost had a pick.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long, and I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
The Jaguars will send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Holly, what do you have?
Guys, down here on the Troy sideline, players are momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They give it to him again. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Burrowing for yardage. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. The Trojans will punt this one away.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. On the return. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Trying to get the edge. It's Malone. There he goes. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Jaguars. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
14.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Troy's offense comes out ready to start this drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Makes the catch, and he's free. Crosses midfield. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Troy. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Alabama appears ready to start things on offense. Pulls it, fired complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
And, guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Back to throw, it's Welch. Right side, it's Mathis. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Left side is Rodgers. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Wants to throw again. They're all over him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He wants to take the top off. Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. And the Jaguars are marching down the field. Leaves it with the back. Quick spin on the run. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hits inside, it's Malone. Hard running there. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Welsh. Took a shot as he threw. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here at the Trojan sideline, this is so fun to watch these guys hype up their wide receiver. Every time they come off the field, there is yet another celebration. He has been an incredible downfield target, over 160 yards receiving, and he continues to eat. The quarterback keeps telling him, hey, you're my guy. I'm looking for you every play. They are feeding off of his energy here today. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Lewis. Grabbed behind the line. It's Griffin. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Sees an alley. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job with the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does there.
And that's a play this guy can run in his sleep, too. They rep this over and over and over. It's like clockwork for this guy.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes
on. The Jaguars offense ready to start this drive. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Moving the pocket, it's Welch. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break.
Caught! Still on his feet. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. He's looking to throw on third and short. Unloads in the nick of time.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in the...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Looking for a gap. It's Griffin. He's got the first down. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
Ron, a lot of people at home are wondering on this drive with the leader, they're just going to take a knee and just take the win into the locker room, but they're staying aggressive. They're handing it off. Guys are still blocking. He's making people miss. And he scores a touchdown with no time left.
college football, changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff. Rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe.